What's up, odds jammers? This is Puneet checking in again, giving you guys some positive EV bets for today, Friday, November 19th. Yesterday, we ended up splitting our plays, unfortunately. First play, John Morant over 21.5 was awesome. That cashed in the third quarter. He finished at 28, and that was a breeze. Second one was Matt Ryan over 21 completions, 21.5 completions. And that one, unfortunately, in the fourth quarter kind of bit us. And that is due to Matt Ryan getting benched with 2 minutes to go just because it was a blowout. So word to all the NFL teams out there, keep your starters in the last 2 minutes because the last two possessions in those 2 minutes were two straight picks. So Matt Ryan probably would have cashed. We did three more completions, he probably would have done it. But it's beyond the point. Really excited. We have a lot more that we can show you guys today on Odds Jam. So let's just jump right into it. Again, I have 4 plays for tonight, all NBA focused, which is going to be awesome because we have a huge slate of NBA plays tonight. First one, as you can see here, is the top one. We have Mr. Sabonis, one of my favorite players. Unfortunately, I'm going to be taking his under tonight, and that is the under 4.5 assists. So the Odds Jam perfect line shows it at minus 152, and MGM offers it at minus 110. So looking through his assists here, we can see that on average, he only has a 3.7 assists per game. Looking down the line, he's had 2 games here, 3 games actually out of 11 in the month that he has gone over that. So if you're telling me we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so sorry, not 11, but 3 out of 9. So a 33% chance that he's going to go over this. I'm not buying. I think he'll be fine in going under 4.5. Another thing to look at is the team that he's playing. So he is playing tonight the Charlotte Hornets, and the Hornets, they against power forwards give in a total assists of 4 a game, which is perfect. We want him to hit just that average. We'll be good with 4 assists. That's his average. So we'll take 4 assists and we'll be happy with that. I think this one has a lot of good value on it. It is an 8.2% value, which is awesome on OddsJam. Looking at the probability, 56.7% chance of this cashing. So again, I'm doing a grand total of $100 between these 4 bets. So it is my $100 positive EV bets of the day. So this one, I'm doing 4, like I said. So each is going to be $25 worth. So I put $25 down on MGM at minus 110. But again, the OddsJam perfect line is minus 152, giving us that 8.2% positive EV play, which is pretty big, pretty huge. And again, roughly 57% chance this hits. So I'm pretty confident about this one. Looking at the stats as well, it seems like this is a good play. Moving on then, we have the next play, which was a little lower, 6.63, but that's still very good, is Toronto's Gary Trent, and we're going to take his over 17.5 points. So the Odds Jam perfect line is minus 148, and we have it here on FanDuel at minus 110. So you can see here, this is about a 56% chance to hit, and I'm liking those odds again. Let's hop right back into Gary Trent's stats. You can see that he's been on quite the tear. He's averaging 17 points a game, but you can see in the last 4 games, he's gone over 17.5, with that only one being the 18 points, just barely missing it. But then he had 2 duds, but 4 duds, but he has, he's been on a nice little roll here, and I think that's going to really bode well for him. He has the minutes. The minutes have always been there. It's just a matter of him being able to really create some 3-point shooting, and I think he'll be able to do that against the Sacramento Kings tonight, who are not a good team at all. And that's evidenced by checking this out. Points allowed, 25th in the league. So they're in the bottom 6 teams in the league and allowing points. So I think that they're definitely going to be scoring a lot against the Kings tonight. Gary Trent has a very good opportunity with the Raptors here to go over 17.5. So again, that one for me, 6.63%. That is over 17.5 minus 148. I locked it in on FanDuel. It actually ended up being minus 114 when I locked in, but I'll gladly take 4 points and I'll still lock that in and get it's probably the same. Let's check it out. Actually, if we change this to 114, the win percentage goes from 55.8 to still 55.8. So it doesn't really make much of a difference there. Amount of bankroll doesn't really change too much either. So it's nice to see that we're doing all right there. So moving on then, third play, again, I put $25 on all of these. Third play is Mason Plumlee with the Charlotte Hornets, again, the playing the Indiana Pacers, and we're going to take his under 8.5 rebounds. The odds jam perfect line shows minus 139, and you can get it at either BetMGM or Caesars at plus 100. So this is a plus money play, which is huge. And this is also, that's evident here because it's a 9% positive EV value play, which is awesome again. 55% chance this hits. I honestly think it's going to be pretty easy that this hits. We can look in his stats again here. You can see he only averages 7.8 a game. And you can see besides 1, 2, 3, he's gone under that in the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 out of the last 11 games, he's gone under 8.5. So I think this is going to be pretty easy. I don't think that there's going to be very, very much room. And another reason is because, check it out, where the Indiana Pacers are for rebounds allowed. They're top 6 in the league. So they're not giving up many rebounds at all to their opponents. Obviously, this makes it a lot easier, makes it a lot more comfortable. And that's why I think that it's a 9% play, which is nice and positive EV value. But I think it's honestly even better than that, plus 100. And like I said, I think the chances of this hitting are way higher than 54%. So I'm comfortably putting another $25 on this. Finally, we're going to hit one of the primetime games tonight. Everyone's favorite rivalry, the Lakers and the Celtics. So I'm going to pick Anthony Davis, and I'm going to pick his over 21.5 points. So the odds jam perfect line over here shows you minus 141 for him to go over 21.5. And you can catch that at FanDuel for minus 104. And that gives you a positive EV value of 7.4%. Now, checking the calculations, this has a 55% chance to hit. And so let's check out some of the stats here. You can see that he's gone over 20. He did not go over 21 in the last game, and that was 2 nights ago. So they do have a night of rest, which is nice. But he's gone over it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 straight games. I wouldn't really count this game since he only played 7 minutes. 5, 6, 7 straight games prior to the game against Milwaukee, which Milwaukee is a very good defensive team. Historically, I mean, who's going to really guard him down low in the paint for the Celtics? Al Horford, he cannot stay with him. So it'll be tough. They won't be able to put Marcus Smart on him by any means. Jaylen Brown might be able to get some time on him, but I don't think that he's going to be able to, really guard Anthony Davis in that sense. I think Anthony Davis obviously has something to prove after people kind of bashed him the last few days for not playing as well as he should have against Milwaukee. You can see here Milwaukee is very middle of the road in terms of where they allow their points. They're on the bottom quarter of the league in points allowed. So at 21st. So I think that there's definitely opportunity here as well. And then we can go into some advanced stats. You can see here, I'm sorry, I said Milwaukee, but we're actually looking at Boston. They are really middle of the road. So they're pretty much right smack dab in the middle at 16th. So you can see here that they allow to the power forward about 20 points a game. So if you're telling me that Anthony Davis, who is averaging 24 points a game, last year he put up 27 against the Celtics, I think this is also really easy in terms of a bet. So lock that in. Again, we'll quickly recap. We have Sabonis under 4.5 assists. We have Gary Trent over 17.5 points. We have Mason Plumlee under 8.5 rebounds. And we have Anthony Davis over 21.5 points. And with that, you guys can catch me on Twitter at BetArbs, BETARBS. And good luck. Happy betting, happy watching. And I hope we can check in with a 4-game win streak or 4-bet win streak here, guys. All right, take care.